This opening and review of the Metalhead box, May 2018, is proudly sponsored by Assholes Incorporated. Learn to be a proper asshole today.
That's right! This video is sponsored by Assholes Incorporated, and I'm the CEO. Learn how to be an asshole with me today after I review the May edition of the Metalhead box. Now, the Metalhead box, for those of you who don't know, it's a box that you get every month, subscription-based, that combines metal CDs, metal shirts, sometimes metal DVDs, metal magazines, metal patches, metal buttons. It's like bubblegum shrimp. There's metal everything. And the Metalhead box has to be the bubblegum shrimp of metal. So, go subscribe to the Metalhead box because there's all kinds of cool stuff in it every month. There are different boxes. TheMetalheadBox.com is where you can get it. Of course, the shipping's a little faster this time since they upped their game on the shipping labels and the shipping companies this time, but enough of my rambling. We're going to start on the first thing that I want to talk about with the box, and that is my favorite thing also.
Hijo de la chingada, they got KK Downing to do an autograph, man?
So many bands want so much money for autographs, and they want weird contracts and weird agreements and weird deals, and these guys got fucking KK Downing, a fucking Judas Priest, to be in the box. Holy shit. Impressed the hell out of me. Who knows, maybe they can get Janet Gers or something next, but wow, that is cool. You know, Judas Priest is going on tour with Deep Purple this summer, and they're playing in Charlotte. You couldn't pay me to miss that. I'm definitely going. Then, of course, we have our obligatory large shirt. Yeah, I wear a large. That's especially how I like my cha-cha-bingas. Anyway, this is Morbid Saint. You know, there are lots of Morbids in metal. There's Morbid Angel, there's Morbid Saint, and there's even a band called Morbid. Well, this is the monkey in the middle from Wisconsin, Morbid Saint. They were a pretty light and respected thrash metal band from the 1980s that kind of disappeared in the 1990s and are back together again. Well, the album Spectrum of Death is really cool. You should go check it out. It's really fast and brutal and aggressive. As for the shirt, I like it. It's very Halloweenish. And for all you tape collectors out there, there's a cassette tape of the new Dimmu Borgir album, Aeonian, also known as Dimmu Borgir on Metalocalypse. Often how I refer to them also. This is the transparent red edition, which is exclusive to the box. Here's the promo for it. Now, personally, I don't like cassette tapes really, because I think they sound terrible and they wear really quickly. I mean, vinyl lasts more and it sounds clear, so I mean, I'd rather spend my money on that. But what I do like about cassette tapes, in the booklet, everything's all compact and it looks really cool when you unfold it and there's like a big band picture. So, to all the tape collectors out there, you'll enjoy this. Now I'm gonna get into the CDs that were included with the box, and this right here is a Toronto band known as Deity. And on the spine, of course, it has Deity twice, in case you didn't read it the first time. And this is pretty interesting because the first song is a piano intro. Very gloomy, very spooky, but very cool. And then the rest of the album is basically death metal mixed with black metal, thrash metal, heavy metal. It takes its influences from all over the place, but it's a pretty heavy album. And more than half the songs are over 6 minutes long, so this isn't cookie-cutter metal. Another CD that was included in the box is by Bulgarian thrash act Terrorvor with their album Unforeseen Consequences, parentheses, Spectrum of Death. Yeah, see what happens here? Morbid Saint is included in the box, and they had an album called Spectrum of Death, and that's also the parentheses title to this album. Thrash metal is really trying to be morbid, isn't it? Anyway, this was recorded without any click tracks whatsoever. It sounds a little bit like Morbid Angel, especially on Vigor Leach. See, Morbid. So, I mean, it sounds like it's a pretty fun live band. And then we get into the CDs that came with the magazine. Now, I've always really liked these Relapse compilations. I've been listening to them ever since I got into metal. And in this case, we got Obituary, Gatecreeper, Dying Fetus, Exhumed, Incantation, Mammoth Grinder, Gruesome, Iron Reagan, and Hemorrhage, all on one disc. So, it reviews itself, really. And then there's Reign of Vengeance. This is Reign of Vengeance's EP, The Final Aeon for Humans. It has a bonus track because it's exclusive to the magazine, and it's symphonic metal with the symphonic element being relegated to the background, kind of underneath the band. It's pretty decent, but not really my thing because of the vocals, but I know that there's an audience for it, so it's a brutal album. You might like it. And the last thing I have in the box is this Death Metal Magazine, DOA, stands for Dead on Arrival, and depending on whichever way you pervert that sentence, it could either be a really good horror movie or it could be a really sad honeymoon. You know, you got these relapse advertisements and all these interviews from all kinds of different bands like Cannabis Corpse, Hellish, Mammoth Grinder. Then you got album reviews, kind of like Slayer Mag. It's all in black and white, but it's an interesting read for the interviews if you know who the bands are. Well, that is it for this month's edition of the Metalhead Box. Thank you to everyone over at the Metalhead Box for continuing to send me this stuff to review and to have and to hold until death I do part. And this is where we come to the inevitable. Last week, the channel has hit 20,000 subscribers. Yeah! Thanks to every single one of you who have supported and subscribed to the channel. Now, because YouTube has made it so hard lately, you know, just subscribing isn't enough. Now you have to click the notification bell, and you have to make sure that you get all notifications. Then you have to give your birth date, and your digit size, and your social security number, in order to get all the notifications for all the channels that you want to watch. So be sure that you do all of those things for this channel, please. Now, if we can also quadruple that number, the 20,000, into 100,000, that would be really good. Because more Killbot needs to be exposed, especially for the next video. The next video is going to be really good. It's going to be what Queens of the Stone Age will refer to as the feel-good hit of the summer, if you know what I'm saying. See, I got some tiki torches right here, and some things are going to be on fire, so you know that this is going to be classic Killbot. I'm so happy for this number. You know, there have been lots of naysayers and people who've tried to cut me and the channel down, and all I have to say to them is go fuck yourself and suck it. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and give me money on Patreon if you choose to do so. I'm having somebody draw a logo for me right now, so hopefully I can have some more rewards. That would be awesome. I'd like to get a channel intro back. I already know what I want to do, but I want to have a logo first, and the reason I don't have a logo is because I can't draw worth crap, so I'm having somebody else do it for me. I'm going to be at Slayer next week in Charlotte, and if any of you want to come and say hello, hit me up. You can message me on the channel's Facebook page or on Instagram. Just say, hey, I want to get a picture with you. I want to shake your hand or something. Just message me and say hello. I'll be in section 9. I sold my pit ticket for a seat ticket because I don't really care about the pit. So, grind on.